Well, hey guys, welcome back to another exciting episode here on Hall Family Farms. Today I'm back inside working on this kitchen remodel project, and I'm going to give you a little quick tour so you can see where we're at. The focus today will be on this island. I've been working, getting prepped for painting. I need to move it this way about 9 or 10 inches. We're planning to expand the top on this island to accommodate maybe some bar stools on the other side. We just had someone come down and take measurements for the template for our new quartz countertops that we're going to be installing. We've also got to pull out this old Genair electric range. Pull that out, we've got a new one to put in. So we've got a lot of things going on, but let me give you an update real quick, give you a quick tour, and then we'll jump into this project. So as you can see, I extended the cabinets to go all the way to the ceiling, painted the cabinets. The cabinets were originally that kind of honey golden oak color, just like what we have here in the island. I've already removed the doors below. I'm prepping those for painting. So got all of that done. I still have to paint down below where the kick plate is, get that painted. But otherwise, these cabinets are finished. Got the hardware installed. Probably saw that video of me installing the handles right there on those drawers. So that's what that looks like. As I said, we had somebody come out earlier this morning to take measurements. So we're going to get rid of this 33-year-old Formica countertop, and we're going with a quartz. And we'll reveal that color once it's installed. Also getting a new sink, which will be pretty neat to have. It'll be much deeper, so accommodate those large pots and pans. And over here, also finished the extension of the cabinets to the ceiling, installed the crown molding, built the cabinet to go around the refrigerator. We did not have a built-in cabinet for the refrigerator earlier, so that's new. And we also gave away our old honey oak table and got this nice walnut table here, as you can see. And then we got rid of our ceiling fan and found a nice brush finished light to go over the kitchen table. So that's where things stand right now. So got to get that light removed up there and do a little bit of work there to accommodate a project that I also have to do up here. We're going to get rid of the Pirates captain railing up there around that light. We're going to get rid of that fluorescent light and install a hood range. Well, actually it's like an under the cabinet range. So I'll give you more details when we get to that project. So that'll be coming up. But first things first, I've got to remove this old Genair cooktop. It's served us well. It's a downdraft, so that's why we don't have a hood here to serve as an exhaust for the steam and other smoke that might happen when you're cooking. And so the way that works, it's got a fan underneath in the center cabinet, and then it's piped down below in the crawl space and then out through the side wall. So that's that. So I've got to get in here, I've got to disconnect the electricity to the Genair cooktop so that I can disconnect that from that 6-inch vent pipe, and then there's also electric going to an outlet over here on the end of the cabinet that we've got to disconnect as well. So I've got my multimeter here just to make sure that I have shut off the correct breakers in my breaker box. So that's what's next, just confirming so I don't get shocked. I've also kind of already confirmed that this range is off, so there's no power going to it. It's not lighting up. So think we're all good here. So that's what's on the agenda for today. Getting this out, and then I plan to move this island at least one tile this way so that we'll have more room on the other side for the possibility of some stools to go over on the other side. So let me get down here on the floor and get into that electrical junction box and see what we have there, and then disconnect that. And then the next thing will be disconnecting that stovepipe and then pulling that out, hopefully. Then at some point I'm going to have to go under the house to reroute some of the wiring and plug up the hole that goes through the floor right there as well. So let's get busy. All right, let's go down underneath and see what we've got underneath here. Okay, I've got that junction box over there. I'm gonna have to get inside of that. So let me get my screwdriver here. Also my multimeter, just to double check here at the junction box as well. I've got 2 screws here I've got to loosen up. Should be able to slide this up and off. All right. I don't know if you can see what we've got there. We've got 2 different types of wiring coming into that box. The heavy duty wire there, that goes to the Gen cook range, and then the lighter wire that's in there is for an outlet on the end. So let me disconnect those wires. I'm going to make sure that there's no electricity first. All right, what I have here is a little live wire tester. I'm going to check these wires here. I'm not getting any beeps at all, so I think we're good. Not that you can confuse these wires right here with the others that go to that outlet. I still want to use my phone here and take a picture so I know what we've got in this box. All right. Now I can pull them out and take them loose. So these heavy wires, so this Gen it's 30 amps. So we've got a white and a white here connected. It looks like, let's see, got a black and a black connected. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, and then there's, with this yellow cap, I think this goes to the outlet probably. And that looks like, yeah, that goes to the outlet. So the yellows go to the outlet, it looks like. Then we've got grounding wire here in the box. So let me go ahead and finish taking this apart. Now that I have the wires separated so that I can pull them up, when I pull the Gen Air up and out of the cabinet, I have to disconnect this vent pipe. So I found a sheet metal screw here that I'm about to remove using a screwdriver with a socket attachment to it. And as you can see here, I had to do a little searching because it was covered with duct tape.
Okay, now I'm removing the screw. And at this point, I thought maybe there was just one screw holding it, but I later discovered, after feeling around, that there was a second screw in the back. So right here, I found it. So off camera, I went ahead and removed that so that I could then pull this thing up and out of the cabinet. All right, guys, I got the Gen Air disconnected from the vent pipe. There was another screw that I didn't see that was behind the duct tape. So I got that disconnected, got the wiring disconnected, and now I've got it up and out of the hole. Did damage the Formica a little bit, but that's okay. We're getting new quartz countertops, so not a big issue. Boy, and this thing is dirty. It's seen better days. 33 years. Served us well. Say goodbye to the Gen Air. Well, guys, I got the island moved. It took a little bit of effort. I had to get my wife to assist me. I went under the house, removed some screws so that she could pull the vent pipe up and out, and then I pulled the wiring from the junction box there down into the crawl space. So that's where the wiring came up through from underneath, and over here's where the vent pipe came up and out. So now it's a matter of plugging this hole, cleaning up this area here. I don't think that these holes are going to affect resetting the island, so stay tuned.